Lego magazine review. Jump on in and let's talk about it. So here we are on episode 65, guys. And as you can see here on the worktop, we have the Tuscan Raider. It's in a plastic poly bag. And I have one also to demonstrate that they do it in a paper poly bag. But the one we're going to review right now is the plastic. As you can see on the top here, we have Darth Maul. It says Lego toy. And in back of it, we have a couple prints. With the Tuscan Raider, we have Yoda, Darth Sidious, and Anakin. And you got two posters that comes inside. It's a double poster. They say two posters, but it's one in back, one in front. Price on this one is $4.25. Issue number 83. As you guys know, I don't do them in any particular order. So you may see me doing, if it's your first time, you may see me doing ones 66, you may see 70, you may see 90. Yeah, I don't do them in particular order. I did that earlier in the series where I did from 1 to 10. So I have been collecting these for a while. As you know, it started out in 2015 and it's been going on ever since. I do collect it basically everywhere it's sold. All the way from Italy to Great Britain, France, Scotland, Wales, Ireland. Yeah, but anyway, let's jump in and let's review it. So this one comes with just one fig. Sometimes you may get a bonus pack. It does come with also mini bills, ships, and what have you. I mainly collect the minifig poly bags as opposed to every single one of them. Again, thanks for jumping on there. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Master, you good? What's going on? Thanks for jumping on to the early morning magazine review, Lego magazine review. And as you see here, it does look like the brick that's going to be coming out soon. We will talk about that on another episode later on, maybe on my Live at 5. But this does look like the smart brick. It looks similar, sort of like the smart brick that's going to be coming out. So maybe this is a behind the scene access, but this is way back. As you know, they stopped putting the dates on here, so I can't tell you really the date, but this is saying June 22nd, 18th of June, 2022. So maybe they had that in mind, right? So anyway, let's move on. Thanks for jumping on, guys, and giving that like. Again, don't forget my Live at 5. Anyway, so let's move on. Have some Kashyyyk soldiers here. I wish they would make one of those with the helmet white and the body camo. That'd be really cool, because we did get that one. The remake. These are actually remakes of the original. They're not as well made up as the original, because the original is really, really cool. What's up, man? How you doing? You okay? It's great to have you on there. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, as I said, it's not as cool for me, and it's not as expensive. Also, the original Kashyyyk Soldier is really, really expensive now. It's like I think it's like $80 or more, brand new. All right, so we have them here again. I would like them to give us that helmet. If you've seen that helmet, let me know. I'd like to collect that one. That one, I can't remember seeing it in a set at all. If you have, please leave it in the comments so I can pick that up, because I'd really like to have that to complete my collection of Kashyyyk Soldiers. I think they're one of the coolest group, squadron, legion, whatever you want to call them, in the whole galaxy. Okay, so let's move on. They're walking through the jungle with Yoda, and they ran into a couple of B1 droids. Love those guys. I love clankers. And they're having a chat with Yoda, and Yoda uses the Force and squashes them. Geez, one of the favorite commanders. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So they're moving along. And they're using the vines to move through the forest, the jungle. And one of those snap. I see what you mean. I'm going down. His snaps, and he falls. Def, what's up? You all right? How you doing, man? Thanks for jumping on. Great to see you. Freddie, what's good with you, man? Hope you guys having a good morning, brunch, lunch, breakfast, dinner, or whatever you're having right now. It's great to see you guys on in whatever part of the world you are. Thanks for jumping on. Guys, drop in the comments what's your time of day. I'm doing 8:30. No, sorry. I was looking at the time on the clock that I've been on. I'm doing 9:10. What are you guys doing? May the force be with you too, Freddie. Yeah. So let's move on. So when he's falling, one of the other soldiers grabbed him up, and as you can see, there's some pods there. So let's see what's going to happen there. They landed on the floor. Again, I would love them to give us this helmet. If you guys have seen it any place, please let me know in the comments so I can pick up that set, because I will go searching for that later on today. Okay, here we have the Alliance tank, and we have a assault tank over here. They have built this one. I built this one. I built the trilogy. It looks similar to the 8018, but it's not. It's a smaller build, more compact. But I do rather the original over all the second builds. Anyway, they're moving on in the jungle, and they came upon another batch of droids, and it seems like the droids are playing around in the jungle with a ball. Really curious. These guys are funny. These guys are really funny. Here we go, and they have a section in here where you can color in. As they do, they have puzzles and different things like that. And as you know, this magazine runs in 2 pieces. This is the first piece we've gone through, the end. And let's see what we got inside. At least it says the end there. But I think they made a flop, because they said DN here, which is really, I don't know. And it continues. And Yoda uses the Force on some sort of wasp or beetle. Not sure what it is. Look over there. I think there's been a spy. Someone spying on us. And they spot the soldiers, and they start fighting. One of them blasts into a tank, oil tank or whatever it is, and spills on the floor. And the B ones all, I love clankers, all over the floor. And Yoda says, a long way to go. There still is. Continue moving, we must. Okay, and the Kashyyyk shoulders are moving on. And they ran into another batch of soldiers, droids, clankers. And Yoda uses the Force to turn the tanker onto each other and blast, as Yoda would. The tanker he uses, that's my Yoda thing. I don't know, guys. Let me know how I sound in the comment. Right, so Yoda takes a cork and just plugs the tank. Really comic relief, man. And they fire and obviously just explodes. Oh no, I think we missed again, one of the clankers said. And that's one of your Kashyyyk clankers also. Really cool, I got that because I do collect all clankers. The only one I have is the one that just came out with the droid carrier. I didn't pick that one up yet because they're selling them like crazy expensive and I don't want to buy the tank to get it. So I'm waiting till it drops a little bit because they're selling them. I mainly see them for like 15 or 16. They sell them in sets of 3 or 2. And I want to get them for like about $3 or £2 or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty difficult. Anyway, so they're moving on. He is causing an explosion over here. And seems like they're going to put the pieces together. One of the droids there is waving a white flag, if you can see that in the background. What are they doing? The Kashyyyk Soul is using a picture of one of the droids to talk to him. That's kind of curious. I'm not sure. And Yoda is hiding out in the back. He jumps out. And they're fighting again. Hey, get out of my way, one of the clankers says. Again, thanks for jumping on, everyone, to the early morning LEGO magazine review. As you guys know, I do a review of a magazine every Saturday morning, evening, night, lunch, or brunch, whatever time is where you are. Thanks for jumping in. Master Yoga, I can see more battle droids. Heading this way. They're surrounding us. Watch out. They're getting surrounded, guys. So Yoda pulls out his lightsaber, and they started blasting. And the droids are getting run over because the clones are much better at it. Okay, maybe not. You were right, Commander. Reach for the sky. That's the droids. Can I do a droid voice and say reach for the sky? Reach for the sky. I can't do it. Hey, I'm supposed to say that, one of the droids says. Okay, so he moves on. They're getting blasted. Wow. Ooh. Here we go. Chewie jumps in and starts annihilating them. Absolutely destroying them. And they've landed and having a chat. Captain, they said, grateful to you, Chewbacca. We are for rescuing us. Again, thanks for jumping in, guys, to the early morning LEGO magazine review. Don't forget my live at 5, where we'll be doing a free LEGO giveaway. We did one yesterday, which was really cool. If you look into the chat, you would see the number posted. So don't miss out today, guys. Okay, so Yoda's using the Force and lifting or are they bouncing off these fruits or whatever you call them? Freddie, I'm watching on a third device. Oh, thanks a lot, Fred. That's amazing. Thanks a lot. And here's the pullout, guys. Anakin, one of the more expensive figs with the headpiece print. It's pretty cool. And let's see what we got inside. Ooh, one of my favorite droids. I also do have all of these. I have the buildable fig and all the others that came out, the white, the tan, General Grievous. I actually did a series, if you look in my short videos, I did a series of all the different lightsabers that he can carry, which was over 55 of them, even ones from Canon and stuff like that. I did every lightsaber that I could find, that I could build, because some of them came with bone handles, and obviously I had to make a hilt with a bone handle, so I had to find the pieces so it looks similar to it. Triple lightsaber, if you ever seen that, the umbrella lightsaber, stuff like that. Anyway, let's move on. Here's one of the puzzles that comes in the magazine. Again, they do have games and puzzles and different things like that. Again, thanks for jumping on, everyone. You guys are amazing. Please like, share, and if you would like to subscribe, go right ahead. I really appreciate it. Okay, here's another quiz. Who are you? As I say, they do have a lot of activities in these books, in these magazine, not books, because I will do, Mr. How you doing? Hi, good morning, good evening, good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner. I will be doing a series on the hardcover soon, all the hardcover magazines. I will be doing one on those, a review on that also. Right now I sent something on the community chat, Freddie. Okay, I will definitely check that out. When I do the magazine review, I don't usually go in on that chat, but I will check that out. Just give me a second. I will check it out right now. Get my other device coming up, and I will check it out. Okay, so, right, this is another one of the puzzles. This looks more like a maze to me. But let's move on again. Thanks for jumping on, everyone. And here we have another puzzle. You have to clip these pieces out and put them into the slots. As you can see there, 1 through 8. Yep. And over here we have another puzzle. So it's a pretty cool magazine, and I do say, every time you get these, I say it all the time, it's a cheap way of getting an expensive fig, as opposed to going into a store or whatever online and buying a set, maybe cost you 50 or even 40, even 30, even 20, and you want that particular fig if you're collecting figs. But again, if you want to collect sets, yeah, that's great. But if you want to collect figs only, these will only cost you, as I said before, the price on there, this one was $4.25. So there you go. Right, here we have another maze. And as I said, it comes in 2 parts. This is the second part of it. And we have Dinge right here. And I'm waiting for them to make this in this manner as a minifigure, because I do collect all the animals, creatures, or whatever you want to call it, in the Star Wars Lego collections. Not any other thing, just Lego. I'd really like them to do that. I'm waiting for that, but they haven't, not as of yet. I do have all the dewbacks and stuff like that, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So, these guys are talking to Tusken Raiders, and for some reason he got ejected out of his chair. Actually, he's using his jetpack. But it looks like he got ejected because he's out of control. And he lands on one of the Tusken Raiders, Beast. Star Wars, what Star Wars boys? What's up, man? How you doing? You okay? What's going on? Hi, you're here too. Oh my gosh, it's great to see you. Um, hope you don't mind me dropping in. That's exactly what you did, and that's exactly what it says in this part. Hope you don't mind me dropping in. No, I don't mind you dropping in. How coincidental. But there are no coincidence, are there? That's what you, sorry, no coincidence, there are. That's what Yoda would say. 400? What's 400? Oh, did you hit 400? 300? What's 300? 400, 300. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. 200. What's going on? Stop spamming. What's going on? Okay. What is going on? 190. What's going on? Okay. So they're off. Whoosh. Right. And you jettison off into the air. It's me, William Russell. You're awesome. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you. You're awesome too. You're amazing. Okay, so they are in the desert again, and he's having a chat with the Tusken Raiders. Jumps back on his bike. I actually have all the versions of him. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any versions of Dinge. 10, 9, 8. Are we at Cape Canaveral? 7, 6. Pull up. 5, 4, 3. Anyway, right. So that's the end of this part of the comic. As you know, it comes with 2 comics, and for some reason they always promote Ninjago in the Star Wars magazine, but they don't promote the Star Wars magazine in the Ninjago magazine, which is pretty curious. Hi, I got one. You got one of what? Does anyone know what this creature is right here? I will post it 98654 when the plane lands. Oh, really? No, there's no planes. Okay. Right. Does anyone know what this creature is right here? Can you let me know? Din. This one right here. Oh, you got a Din. Okay. Awesome. It's awesome. So here we have another puzzle. If you guys can decipher this, the words over here, that'd be really cool. And this is the next ship. The Razor Crest was going to come out next. Oh, okay. Serpentine Magazine. Again, thanks for jumping on, everyone. Don't forget, set your notifications for my live at 5, guys. Do set it up. Yeah, so this is a Razor Crest. I figured one is one of the better builds. I did collect it because it just looks pretty cool. I don't collect everyone, but this came with a minifig. I will do it in one of my episodes. Came with 41 pieces, as you can see on there. Yes, I had to get that because it just looked really good. And it came with a minifig, so I had to pick it up. Def, hi, bro. What's up? What's going on? You okay? Butters, what's up, man? What's happening? Thanks for jumping in, all you guys. It's great to see you guys on here. You guys are amazing. Butters, what the hell? What's with the face, man? Anyway, thanks for the likes, guys. Yeah, so the next magazine that was going to come up was that. I will show it. Super Toy, as it says there. Thanks for the likes, guys. Really amazing. Great to have you on. Should I do another one? Should I do a double, guys? Should I do a double? Because I do have this one out here. Let me know in the comments. Should I do a double? On Ninjago photo on the magazines. Yeah. Should I do a double? Or should I do a Ninjago? Should I do this one, or should I a review on a Ninjago? Because I have a Ninjago right here. So we got 3 options. I give 2 options. Should I do a Ninjago? Should I do a Minecraft? Or should I do another Star Wars? Ninjago Minecraft, or should that be the end of the Lego magazine review for today? Should I do a, here we have, should I do a Minecraft? Should I do a Star Wars? Or Star Wars all the way? Somebody says Ninjago, please. So we'll go by the numbers, guys. Should I do a Star Wars? Oops, I'm knocking my fig back, my mascot. Yeah, should I do Star Wars? Let's see in the comments. Minecraft or Ninjago? Seems like everybody, well, we got one Minecraft, we got one Star Wars, two Star Wars, sent a like, thanks Butters, 3 Star Wars, 4 Star Wars, 1 Ninjago. Okay, guys, we got to do Star Wars because there it is. Okay, let's jump in and check this one out, guys. So as you guys know, this one here is that fig that everybody wanted, that came in that set. They had to do a remake. Oh, is it? No, it isn't. All right. It looks similar to his master, but it's not. Right? It's Obi. It's actually Obi. But in this particular one, it does look similar to that fig that everybody wanted. They did a remake, and obviously that one's cheaper. So anyway, this is issue. It came with one bag. Again, it does come sometimes with 2 and a card. Let's go back to the bottom here and see what's going on. Bought Boba Fett to remind me of you, your goat. Okay, thanks a lot, man. Oh, I'm liking that. Nice. You hate Obi? Wow. I love Obi. Wow. Okay, let's move on. I have a series on Obi also, so check it out in my short videos. Again, this one is issue number 95. I did say I'm not doing them. I also got one of these on one of the, they came on the poly bag on the magazine. Yeah, I am not doing them in any order. This is issue number 95, and it costs $4.75. The one before cost $4.25. There you go. You figure. Okay. Awesome. Again, they do promote different magazines in this Star Wars, but they don't do Star Wars in other ones. I have to say that again. I have to repeat that because it confuses me. I don't know. Anyway, this is City being promoted here. And we're in the magazine. This Obi looks pretty good, except there's one thing I would have asked for. Printing on the toes, right? We know the arms doesn't have printing, but printing on the toes would do. Okay, so it will show the boots off much better, I think. There you go. That's just my opinion. What's that? Face reveal? What's face reveal? What's that? I will be doing a face reveal when I get to 100,000, guys. You know the deal with that. If you look into my bio, you will see that. Okay, here we go. So, we have Vader having a chat, one of the generals, quote, but he's not actually the general. He's actually wearing a mask. And if you look in the background here, these guys are playing some kind of silly games with the TIE fighters. They're using the TIE fighters as some kind of net. I'm confused. You guys need to explain that to me, what's happening back there. I've never seen that before. But there you go. Okay, so moving on. The clones are having a little game. They're using water pistols and a beach ball bucket, and they're making sandcastles. What's going on? That must really tick him off. That's Vader, that is. Anyway, let's move on and see what we got next, guys. Okay, we have a big fight going on here, guys. Guys, could you tell me what episode is this scene right here? Can you think of what episode this scene is? Come on, rebels. Show me how powerful you are, he says. Oh, thanks a lot. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Freddie, thanks a lot. Again, thanks for jumping in, guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks for jumping into the early morning magazine review, Lego magazine review. And do watch out for my live at 5 where there will be a giveaway. If you missed out on one yesterday, there will be one repeated because we were supposed to do a couple giveaways which did not happen earlier in the year. We were supposed to do one on New Year's and Christmas, and those did not happen the way they were supposed to happen. So we will be trying to complete those. We did complete the one. Mad Max, what's up, man? Subs. One closer to 100. Awesome, awesome, man. 100K. What? You're close to 100K. Wow. Yeah, well, that's it, right? Even if you won one, you're closer, and you got one more, you actually are closer to 100,000, right? I always say, so if you won, no, well, that's different. But yeah, you're getting closer to 100,000. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's move on. Can you tell what this is, guys? What scene this is? Anyway, let's move on. Oh, what scene this is over here? Okay, so they're actually having some fun here in some sort of tomb. I'm not sure. And they're collecting pieces of. To get pinned, guys, if you can tell me what's the name of this guy right here. Admiral, you'll get pinned. Admiral, Mad Max is my, okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Could you tell what character this is right here? Admiral what? You'll get pinned. You'll get pinned if you can tell what character this is. First to tell. Okay, let's move on. And here we go. They're out. Millennium Falcon. I will be building every Millennium Falcon I can find, guys, this year. That's my challenge for myself, to build every Millennium Falcon with other builds also, but I will be building every from the from the smallest, which came out in the advent calendar, all the way up to the trying to go for the UCS, guys. Oh my God, the UCS is a bit pricey, but I'll look for it on the secondhand market, and I'll try to do that way. But anyway, I digressed. They're again playing around, and we have the Lord Vader here in a hologram having a chat with them, and these guys are playing around with food. I'd said this before, and they did make it. I wish they would make one of the clones with towels like that, like they did with one coming out of the bathtub in the UCS $1,000 set. Right, I wish they would do that. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, here we have one of the first puzzles. As you guys know, they do puzzles in these and other games, other activities. Here we are. They're in a room which is filled with water, and they're hunting fish. Very strange. I don't know what's going on because there's a washing machine over here that's overflowing, and a fish is coming after them. I thought you said check. And he's upset. He landed and he's coming to get them now. They all painted up. They all muddied. And he's annoyed. He's using the force over here on one of the guys. I think my helmet is stuck. Hey, Freddy. They're having a chat, and Chewbacca is talking to him. They pulled their helmets off, and may the force be with you too. And they've got him cornered. They've got Chewbacca cornered. He pulls out his grappling hook and shoots it off. Pulls himself out of danger, I guess. Let's see what happens next. and he's trying to hitch a ride. I built this ship, the Y-Wing, just recently, guys. As you guys know, I built the polybag version and the playable version also. Mr. Brick, what's going on, man? Hello. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to everyone who jumped in, guys. Great to see you guys. And if, again, also, if you in an area where you cannot get this and you want me to send you one of these, become a member on the top tier, and I will send you one of these. I mainly try sending the double ones because this is a single. So this is a double, but this, I'm just showing you it off of Minecraft. But I'll send you a double like that. Maybe one with the card also. So here, here's a double. Here's a double, and you guys can see how it looks. So some of them come with 2 ships, some of them come with 2 minifigs, some of them comes with a minifig and a ship. So something like this, if you can get it in whatever area you live in the world, and if you become a member in the top tier, I will send you one of those immediately. So if you want to receive one of those, do become a member in the top tier. Okay, again, thanks for jumping on, everyone. You guys are amazing. Let's continue. Lord Vader comes in with his iconic ship. This ship is so iconic, man. It's just unforgettable, and the build is really cool. And it's just all in white. It's just really, really cool. I have built one of them or 2. I think I built 2 of them. Anyway, let's move on. And the Lord is having a chat with Dark Sidious. And something goes wrong. Bang, 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 bang. And he uses his powers on the Dark Lord. Jeez, that's messed up. I'm asking, sorry, what's going on? I'm asking all my friends to subscribe. Oh, man, thanks a lot. Please do. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you a lot. Here we go, guys. We have a ton of clones over here. 12, 01, and your regular clone, guys. There's 13 people, and thanks for jumping in, guys. You guys are amazing to the early morning magazine. And here's the pullout, guys. Wow. Let me know if you guys are going to go see the movie when it drops, man. I just can't wait for the movie to drop because I think the movie's going to be really cool. If they stick to the script, the movie's going to be really cool, right? I believe it's going to be really cool. And here's the opposite side. 501st on there, Rex. Ooh, looks really good. A coloring section right here with Din. Clone, what's up, man? How you doing? You all right? Thanks for jumping on. Great to see you. Good morning, good evening, good brunch, good lunch, good dinner, whatever part of the world you are. It's great to see you. Shadow on Andor. It's a showdown on Andor. Look at this, guys. A showdown on Andor. Did you guys look at the series? Anyone look at the series, Andor series? Mission over here. Robert, what's good, man? Hi from Portland, Oregon. What's up? How you doing? You okay? Great to see you on there. Again, guys, please don't forget. What time you looking at, Robert? What time are you looking at now? I'm looking at 9:41. What time are you looking at? So here's the mission. And a puzzle here. Again, thanks for jumping on, guys. There's 14 people on there checking out the early morning Lego magazine review, which I do every Saturday, guys. There's over, right now, there's over 131 of them. I have done a few of them already. I mainly collect minifigures. When I do, I buy those, but I do pick up the others if they have a great bill or double. My time is 1:42. Is that PM or AM? So here's another puzzle, guys. My time is 12:42, okay? Freddy's time is 4, okay. Nice. Wow. Thank you guys. 4 p.m. Okay. A.m. Thank you guys for jumping in. So here's a mission. And we have the great fight. I thought this was one of the better fights. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think this was one of the better fights in this episode. All right, I think it was really, really cool. The community, right? This was really, really cool. And let me know if you guys got any sets from Camino at all. Again, don't forget to jump in on the live at 5 where you can receive a free gift, guys. Definitely don't forget about that. 5 p.m. Saturday. Every Saturday I do a live. Every Wednesday I do a live. And I do the follow-up live on a Monday, sometimes on a Wednesday, sometimes on a Friday. Every Friday I do a giveaway. Lego, what's up, man? Oh, we're looking at comics now. Yeah, I do a early morning Lego magazine review every Saturday morning. So my time is 1:44. Awesome. Yeah, I do this every Saturday morning. I've been doing it for a while now. So do check it out, AM. Oh, awesome. Mine is morning too. It's AM also, but it's 9:44. Yeah. All right. So let's move on. For some reason, they're throwing flowers at him. Just always comic relief. And using an umbrella to come down. Real comic relief, man. Why don't they give us one of those? Make it with a goggles like that. That'd be really cool. Anyway, that's the end of this part of the comic. I will be doing a review of the hardcovers. All this time I've been doing an early morning Lego magazine review, which has been really a magazine. But I will be doing a version of the hardcover because I have a ton of hardcovers, which comes with minifigures. I never really collect the ones without minifigures. As you guys know, I collect my minifigures. Wait, when is the giveaway? Saturdays. So I usually do a giveaway every first Friday of the month. Every first Friday of the month, I do a giveaway. What had happened was Christmas, I was supposed to do a giveaway, but we didn't get the numbers that, obviously I have a criteria. We didn't get the numbers that we wanted to do the giveaway, the big giveaway, which was a big giveaway. So that passed. And then I wanted to do one on New Year's, and that didn't happen either. So I did one on the first Thursday, first week, first month, and first Thursday. I did that, but it didn't go off. So I did one on the first Friday, which didn't happen either. So I had to replace it with yesterday's, and someone won yesterday. What is the most popular Star Wars movie in Italy? The Phantom of... I like I like it. I like it. Where'd you get that? Did you come up with that yourself? That's funny. Okay, so here we have the top 3. To me, guys, this is the top 3. If you can tell me, give me your top 3 Mandalorians. These are my top 3 picks: Jango Fett, Boba Fett, and Din. Let me know your 3 top in the comments. Your top 3. Right? My top 3 is Jango, which was my first, Boba, my second, and Din. Let me know your 3 and in that order, right? My first is, and I will do this on my live at 5. I will ask that question again. Again, they do promote the Ninjago in this magazine. I don't know why. Okay, and here we go. Here's the next ship to come up, a Y-Wing. All right, which was... It's a nice build. There's a couple of them that came up, some with more pieces. This one has 61 pieces in it, which is pretty cool. My top 3 is... Oh, Boba, and then wow. Wow. Reeves. All right. All right. I'm liking that. Okay, and here we have a box that you can build with the iconic freezing chamber. Carbonite box. That's what it really is. No, it really is carbonite box. I'm trying to do my Yoda thing. Anyway, so again, do check out my early morning Lego magazine review every Saturday, guys. If you missed the others, you can go into the live videos and check out their live stream. Oh, wait. That is cool. Right, so do check that out. All right, guys. Again, thanks for jumping on, guys. You guys are amazing. Can you check the community chat? I will do. All right, guys. It's amazing to see all you guys. This is BOBAbrickz, and may Lego be with you.